In the heart of Paris stands one of the most iconic monuments in the world, the Eiffel Tower. A symbol of love, elegance, and French ingenuity. But what if I told you that in the 1920s, a man sold it to a scrap metal dealer, not once, but twice? And he did it without guns, violence, or even threats. Just words, charm, and a forged document or two. This is the story of Victor Lustig, the man who outwitted the world. The con artist who sold the Eiffel Tower, not once, but twice, and walked away clean. Welcome to Today in History. Let's dive in. To understand how someone could pull off a con like this, we need to go back. Paris, 1925. The world was still recovering from the First World War. France was rebuilding. The economy was fragile. People were desperate. The Eiffel Tower, built in 1889 for the World's Fair, had become a symbol of the city, but it was costly to maintain. In fact, there were rumors in newspapers that the government was considering taking it down. This rumor was all Victor Lustig needed. Victor Lustig wasn't your ordinary thief. Born in 1890 in what is now the Czech Republic, he was incredibly smart. He spoke 5 languages. He was always well-dressed. He could charm anyone, from a Parisian hotel clerk to a Texas millionaire. He wasn't violent. He didn't steal with guns. He stole with style, with class, with words. By the 1920s, Lustig had already built a reputation in Europe and America for pulling elaborate scams. But the Eiffel Tower job would become his masterpiece. One afternoon in 1925, Lustig read an article in the newspaper about the rising cost of maintaining the Eiffel Tower. He saw opportunity. Using a fake government letterhead, he posed as a deputy director of the Ministry of Posts and Telegraphs. He arranged a private meeting at the Hôtel de Crillon, one of Paris's most luxurious hotels. He invited 5 of the city's top scrap metal dealers. In a closed meeting, he told them a state secret: the Eiffel Tower was going to be dismantled and sold for scrap. And because of the controversy, the government wanted to keep it quiet. He even gave them a tour of the tower in a limo. One man, André Poisson, was eager to win the bid. He was new to the industry, trying to make a name for himself. Lustig sensed his desperation. He leaned in and did something genius. He implied that a bribe would help smooth the deal. Poisson paid the bribe, and the full amount for the Eiffel Tower. Lustig left Paris that very night. Lustig fled to Vienna with the money. Weeks passed, but to his surprise, no police came knocking. Why? Because Poisson was too embarrassed to report the crime. He didn't want to admit he'd been conned, by a foreigner, no less. And that silence gave Lustig a wicked idea. What if he did it again? A month later, Lustig returned to Paris under a new identity. He printed new forged documents, booked the same hotel, wore the same suit. This time, he invited 5 different dealers. He gave the same speech, the same limo ride, the same setup, but one of the new bidders got suspicious. He contacted a friend in government, and the trap began to fall apart. Lustig noticed the shift in tone. Before anyone could arrest him, he vanished. Again. After Paris, Lustig returned to America, where he pulled more legendary cons. One of them was selling a machine he claimed could print real money. He called it the money box, and it printed real bills using preloaded cash. He made thousands, even selling the device to police chiefs and bankers. Eventually, he crossed paths with Al Capone, and even conned him out of $5,000 without consequences. But in 1935, the FBI finally caught up with him in New York. He was arrested, convicted of counterfeiting, and sent to Alcatraz. There, he died of pneumonia in 1947. But his legend lived on. Victor Lustig was more than a criminal. He was a master of psychology. A con artist who never needed force, just trust and timing. He showed the world how dangerous charm can be, and how sometimes the biggest lies are the ones people want to believe. The Eiffel Tower still stands today, but once upon a time, a man sold it twice. And no one saw it coming. Thank you for watching Today in History. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button. share with a friend, and subscribe for more unbelievable tales from the past.